Hi guys, here is my intuitive world predictions for the next few years. I used to put a time limit on it, but I realise now that that's pointless. It just doesn't play by the rules in that sense. My spirit guide Michael talks in very old English, and he gives me certain things in riddles or codes. This is because some events are not allowed to be changed, foreseen or stopped, abiding by the natural law of the universe. The reason why spirit guides work through mediums is to show evidence to others of the afterlife. Their goal is to try and show us all that there's more to this world than meets the eye and there is a meaning behind it. Not to help the medium or the sitter cheat and win the lottery or escape a karma lesson they must face. It is their job to try and bring us away from materialistic things like that. With this video, my aim is to try and demonstrate truth behind fate or show its existence. It's in our skin, our bank card and balance, in our mind to see and use social media, watch YouTube, listen to songs or the radio, or even rewatch a dream, make phone calls, all from our heads, from the AI put there. It's in our bodies, everything is filmed and captured through our eyes and can be watched back or live from licensed police personnel remotely to manage all crimes. If a crime is detected, it alerts them. These cameras are placed in our eyes at birth. It's in our blood. It knows we have cancer or an illness before we do. It alerts us and cures the problem before we even get sick. Basically, it's a new computer-generated immune system. People who don't have these things added are seen as savages. Some of the things I'm seeing with AI are probably obvious and already discussed, but I looked and this is what I saw, so I'm just going to say what I see in the future with it, basically. So more on the future of AI. I don't see it rising up and ending mankind as many think it will. From what I see, that does not happen. But in many ways it does hinder mankind. It takes so many jobs and roles that throws things out of balance. But man is always the one in control or in the power seat, contrary to popular belief. It felt to me like this. Man creates AI. AI creates great worlds, worlds that man cannot create. But AI will never have the soul, which is the God particle. What I did see was that mega incredible cities are built by AI in the future, and it being in and connected to everything. A bit random, but I also saw fire linking to AI one day. There won't be any planes, there will be something else, but before that is, planes won't crash because huge metal parachutes come out supporting the plane, should it? Including soft material that comes out underneath. And there's a similar thing around boats and ships as well, but I'm not quite sure what I was seeing around that. What else is shown is tsunamis don't hit because huge metal walls come up out of the shoreline. And it's already in the making. But artificial weather, we tell AI we want snow or sun today, and so it will be. I would just like to say sorry also for how dark and doomsday the predictions seem. That's just how my guide works, that's what he gives me, and I have to take what I'm given. Also, with the war situations, I want to say not to worry around those, particularly the big one I saw around America and China to happen in the next few years. It won't end the world. There is a compromise that is found halfway through, with many countries all agreeing on some type of maybe a peace treaty or something like that, but it does get sorted out and the world doesn't end. Also, the last lot I got correct from my last world predictions video is on my YouTube channel, the last video I uploaded if you want to check that out. And as always, I like to finish up on the reason for me doing the work, or there wouldn't be much point in me doing it really. So the reason for my work and the message I like to bring remains the same, to try and prove the existence of fate and an afterlife, after this school of life. And this has nothing to do with a certain one faith or God. This is for everyone, as all are one. As I always say, God gave us many great teachers for many different lessons.